Turn these into these. I am the Great British Chocolatier and you're watching Chocolate Plus. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Chocolate Plus. I am the Great British Chocolatier and today we're going to make some chocolate covered Rice Krispy treats. I start off by putting my hands in the gloves because even though my hands are clean, I like to put on food safety gloves so that we got a nice clean environment. Okay, first things first, let's open up the box. We all know and love Rice Krispy treats. There we go. I like to juggle, see? Actually I can juggle, but I'm not going to juggle today. Rice Krispy treats and the chocolate. As you remember, all the chocolate we use is candy chocolate. This is from the Sweet Tooth Fairy. This is dark chocolate we're using today. And they're going to take 30 seconds at a time in the microwave. We're going to put them over 3 rounds, stirring each time. So while I throw this in there, I'll unwrap these and we give it a go. Like I said, put it in there for 30 seconds. So we've got this ready prepared. And what this is wax paper. You can use parchment paper too on a baking tray. This is where we're going to put the chocolate covered Rice Krispy treats, if I can remember what everything is. And we're just going to get a few of these ready before the microwave is ready. And there we go. Alright, as you can see, they don't look very melted at all. But we're going to stir them around anyway. And the reason for this is that we're really distributing the heat so it's not stuck in one area. So we pop that back in for 30 seconds and they should be a lot more melted by then. And then we pop them in for a third time and then Bob's your uncle. Alright, let's unlock a few more. And look at that, they're the classic, you see how different sizes they are? Well, that's what they do. That one's really thin. Look at that. But it's thicker, so I'm sure it's still within the weight zone. Alright, so can you see that? Look, the light's not great today. But it's a little bit melted in there, you see? But it's not totally melted, so we're just going to stir it in. Again, to distribute that heat in the chocolate. And because these are candy chocolate wafers, we don't have to temper them because they they've taken out the cocoa butter and replaced it with a vegetable oil, like a palm oil, but it doesn't affect too much. This is a great tasting chocolate. Okay, don't worry about this. If this happens, this will melt off once we put this through the third round. So while that's going away, we just unwrap a few more. These comes in a pack of 8. So they're making a mess. Let me put another piece of wax paper. Put them all over there. Alright, so we're going to do a few different things with these so that they're not all the same. We're going to make some into popsicles. We're going to leave some as is. But there you go. See? You see the chocolate's a lot more melty now. It's because of the chocolate on the fork is solid. That's why it's not dropping off. But now normally if it needs another round, I only put it in for about another 10, 15 seconds. I do not put it in for another 30. Because then the chocolate will get too hot. But you just got to basically throw it in for 30 seconds and stir. Throw it in for another 30 seconds and stir. And then another 30 seconds. And all we're doing is melting that chocolate down so that we get, you know, that nice, smooth. Like I said, this is dark chocolate today. So we want to see that nice flow, and if it's a bit choppy, that means it's either a little bit too warm or it got too cold. And it may need to put in for another 10 seconds. So I'm going to throw it in for another 10. You see how it's all melted off the fork? That's good. So we put it in there for 10 seconds because we don't want to overdo it. Like I said, normally it's about 1:50 at 30-second intervals. Sometimes it takes a little tad more, but that's okay. And this is something that you can do in your own home. I'm in my own home making the chocolate. I have done now for many, many years. I made all kinds of chocolate confections. From chocolate covered everything. Because anything that can be cookies or marshmallows. See? There we go. We got that. Alright, so now we got that done. We're just going to do a few. And it's as simple as dropping them in and rolling them around in the chocolate, giving it a chocolate bath. You see that? You want to kind of shake it about in there, making sure you turn it around. It gets into all those little nooks and crannies, and then making sure the sides are done, flipping it over. I like to use a fork. You can do this. You can do this with your hand if you want, and hand dip them. That's fine too. And you see how you got that nice covered of chocolate, and it just simply goes and drop it down. And that is that's it. You're just basically dripping it in, dropping it into the chocolate, giving it a nice chocolate bath, making sure that all the sides are covered, the top and the bottom are covered. If you've got some excess, if it falls off the fork, don't worry. You just got to balance it on there. I mean, there are proper dipping forks you can use that are slightly wider. I don't have those, so I'm using a fork. And that's okay. And gently putting it on the tray. Now, other things that we can do, let me just do one more. There's other things that we can do. You can shape the Rice Krispie treat. You can buy a whole big sheet of Rice Krispie treats from the store. They actually do sell them. And then you can use a cookie cutout and it can make shapes. Sometimes near Christmas time, I make them into snowmen. I turn them into Christmas trees. Or you can form them ourselves, like so. Now, I'm going to take a break because I forgot to get the candy sticks. So let me just see how it's like an ice cream pop, cake pop that have sometimes. I just gently squeeze the arch. This is why wearing food safety gloves is a must, because people don't want your hands all over their food. I know I wouldn't want that. So that's another one. Let me do one more, just to be different, and then I'll come back with the sticks, and then we'll poke them through the lollipop sticks. All right. So that's that done, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now, first things first, I said that last time, first things first. So I'm going to cut these in half. Like so. And this one's the one that got... Let's squeeze this down a bit. This one's thicker and it's alright. I'm gonna cut it in half. Gotta work with what we got. So they're a little thin, but that's okay. So we've got two different sticks here. We've got popsicle sticks, wooden ones. We've got these. And we're just going to use these for these. And we're going to stick them up. Got to be careful that you don't poke them all the way through the top. So that's one. We're going to do 4. And it's this. Oh. And if you do poke it all the way up through the top, no worries. You just push it back down. And no harm done. Because we're going to cover it in chocolate anyway. And if they're a little wonky, it's not going to change the flavor because that's what's good. Now I'm going to, no, chocolate is still nice and good. Even though it's cooled off a little bit, I'm going to do the sticks first. And all you do is just roll it in the, when the chocolate gets on the stick, that's fine. I'm going to actually pour some on the top here. Now normally I have forget what you call it, like a popsicle stick holder where I can stick them in the holder, but I don't have it today. So we're going to have a flat edge. And that's fine. And I always say this, I should get a spoon for this part, but we're good. And then dip it in. And like I said, you can create all different kinds of treats. Like I said, with the Rice Krispy treat, making sure that we cover the whole thing so they're completely covered in chocolate. And if it gets on the stick, that's fine too, because you can just eat that up. And we're just shaking off the excess, you see it all dripping off. Though you still want to get a nice covering. And dip that one down. Again, just repeat the process over and over again. Making sure all those nooks and crannies have been covered. You see how it's all covered around. And what I love about hand dipped things is that you see all the ripples and the imperfections that come with making it yourself. And again, you can pick these up at your craft store. These might be a little long, but we're going to push them in. Yeah, I mean, it's all good. I haven't used these ones on this before. But look at that. I mean, it's gonna taste good. We're making it look good. We're doing the best that we can with what we got. I haven't used these sticks before, but maybe I should have bought the smaller ones. But we're gonna make it work. And it's not going to affect the taste. That's the thing. It's not going to affect the taste at all. So we don't have to worry about that. Okay. So I'm going to use the fork to cover the top. Like so. All right. Today we're making a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. And there we go, that's one. This is probably we just cover it, cover the holes with chocolate, like so. There, see? It's gone. And don't worry about having chocolate on the stick, because the more chocolate the better. I'm not going to worry about that too. Now next thing, this goes in the refrigerator. It goes in there for about 10 minutes, and then once those 10 minutes have gone, we'll come back and then it'll be time to decorate. So don't go away, we'll be right back. Okay, and here we go. I'll just give you a close up here. See how we got the flat end, obviously where it's been sitting on the tray there. But you've got all those ripples here, which it gives it a nice, I like it. And with the sticks, okay, look at that. I mean, who wouldn't want to eat that just as it is? You know, they're all, you know, and I love the different textures on there. I mean, you can tap it out until it becomes nice and smooth, like this one. You got some less ripples on that one, but each to their own, like this one here. Now, this one's got some wax paper stuck inside it because I just snapped it off, that's gone. So there you go, see? Now, as you see here, I left them in the fridge a little too long and they turned white a little bit, but that's okay. It's not going to affect the taste at all. Look at that, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Anyway, let's take this off here. And these are good to eat, or put back with the chocolate part and melt it later, but we're going to push it to one side. Now as you see, I've got some different packaging here, and our famous chocolate sprinkles. So what we're going to do, on this one, look at that, that's got a bit of a puddle on it. That's okay, we can break that off a bit. I'll put that back there, because I did melt a little bit of white chocolate, and it's already got a hole in the bottom, so I've got to be careful it doesn't pop out. So what we're going to do, we're going to just drizzle the white chocolate back and forth, ever so gently. As you see, it's dripped over the sides. Now I'm used to doing this, so it may seem, I may make it look simple, but it kind of really is, and you're only going to get better through practice, because what does practice make? Better. Yes, the old adage, practice makes perfect, isn't true. I forget what movie I saw it in, where it says practice makes better, and I like that better. So, like I said, I'll do it over here, and you've got to be steady now. So gently going over till it just climbs on the other side and not dripping out, and just it back and forth. And like I said, it takes practice, but don't be scared, and just go back and forth over. Let me show you again. Turn it again on my countertop. Oh, there you go, see? And it doesn't have to be perfect. You can have a little squabble there. And we're going to do the same for these, but we're going to do it slightly different, because I'm just going to put it in the corner on one end. So we're just going to do the top half, like so. Oh, I hit it. And then we're going to hit it with the chocolate sprinkles. I think it's probably too soft now. I mean, I should have did these before the white chocolate melted. And you don't have to use white chocolate. You can use milk chocolate. You can put dark chocolate back over it again. All entirely up to you. I'm going to leave this one on the tray. And just go back and forth. However you want to decorate it is how you want to decorate it. I put mini M&Ms on this before. You could just leave them plain. You don't have to put any other. You can just leave them plain without any additional chocolate on it. But we're just going to cover. And let me just do the chocolate half and half, like so. And then we hit them with some of the chocolate sprinkles. Like I said, you can put any topping that you want on here. You don't have to go through. If you don't have, you can use rainbow sprinkles. If you like rainbow sprinkles, you can put some toffee bits on there, crunched up candy. You can. Well, basically, whatever you want to do, that's what you're going to do. But I am the Great British Chocolatier. This is Chocolate Plus. And you can make these things right out of your own home. You too can become a chocolatier and be your friend's favorite chocolatier, because nobody really does this at home. So you can do this. I'll probably cut that bit out because maybe people do this at home. Okay. Just need to go back into the refrigerator for about 5 minutes. Then we're going to package them up. I'll be right back. Okay folks, here we are again. Last thing to do is to package them. I have my labels here. I have my food labels here. They printed wrong, but that's okay. As long as I got the ingredients, I gotta weigh them. We're good, but I'm giving these away, so we'll be good. So like we used last time, we got these packets. This is 4x6, I believe, and we're just gonna simply pick one up, knock off the. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Don't you want to eat that? Absolutely, you can. If you make them yourself. You can eat as many as you like. I wouldn't advise eating a lot because it's very sweet. And we just pop that in. And what's good about these is that they're self-seal. And we just do that. And these are dark chocolate Rice Krispie treats, see? Dark chocolate Rice Krispie treats. And they go up to the side like that. Now, you don't have to put the stickers on. I run this as a small business to a degree. Usually during the colder season, go to flea markets, farmers markets, fall festivals. Look, I got chocolate on me. It happens. I should have worn an apron, but I don't. But that's okay. Alright, sticker. We got milk, we got dark on here, so it goes dark. Alright, let me wrap a different one on. Because you don't want to sit there all day looking at me putting Rice Krispie treats. These are the ones on the stick. And pop them in like that. I actually have a machine that makes that cuts these off smaller, but I'm not doing that right now. And look at that, it's to get the same sticker because it's dark chocolate. And look at that, a Rice Krispie treat on a stick. And now with these, we're going to put them in these longer, bigger bags. And let's see how they fit in here. See how they do. If I can get it in there. If not, we use the other one. That's fine too. Yeah. It's not going to fit in there, it's too wide. So we put them in here. Let's see how this goes. Lovely jubbly. Bag's a little bit too thin, but we push it to the side. Let's see how this goes. Getting stuck everywhere. Well, we got the gist. There you go. I could tie this off with the ribbon. The same blue ribbon I had trouble. The same blue ribbon that snapped when we did the pretzels. Yep. I just want to finish this off so that we got a finished product if I can find the end, and of course, can't find the end. Funny how these things disappear on you. Okay, I'm gonna have to make another end. And let's see. You're gonna start right there. All right. And we're gonna, oh, there you go. It wasn't far away. And as we know from experience, we can't just have one ribbon by itself. We have to at least double it up. So that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna tie this up. Give it a double knot. Like so. And then we're going to use the open part of the knife, the scissor, to cut it up. And there we go. I mean, let's do a something. We could put some more on there, add some different color. But there we go for those. And of course that needs another label, because it is a dark chocolate Rice Krispie treat on a stick. And I'm going to wrap these up later, but let me show you what we did so far. Okay, so that's it, guys and girls. If you want to see more, click like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. It'll tell you when we got in the next video coming up. I'm planning on doing one a week. I'm going to squeeze in 2 when I can, but we're going to make many more things to cover in chocolate. We're going to go from chocolate bark. We're going to do all kinds of stuff for the holiday season, for fall. We're going to work with caramels. We're going to work with pumpkin spice. We're going to have a lot of fun doing these things, and you can do this too out of your own home. You can become a chocolatier and amaze all your friends with the chocolate creations that you come up with. And until next time, have a great day.